Sri Lanka at present is going on a rapid development journey, and it has been achieving its economic goals one by one. A number of changes are taking place in many organizations in private as well as public sector in Sri Lanka. Public sector in particular is undergoing many changes. Various projects are implemented in every institute with the intention of increasing the productivity of the public sector. The endeavours taken by the Industrial Development Board of Ceylon, or the IDB, to increase its productivity as a government organisation are remarkable. Its services provided to a satisfactory level under a visionary leadership. This is one of the organizations that is bestowed with the national responsibility to create and provide training to the entrepreneurs in Sri Lanka. The IDB is implementing various projects with the view of this responsibility more effectively. The Service Innovation Project, executed by the Industrial Development Board of Ceylon at its institution in collaboration with the Asian Productivity Organization and the National Productivity Secretariat, is a good example for this.
Productivity improvement in the public sector organizations has been a debatable topic in Sri Lanka, and especially the public enterprises in Sri Lanka has not been able to achieve much improvement in their productivity due to various structural and other problems. Industrial Development Board was able to secure program with the Asian Productivity Organization, and today what we are doing is, in this program, what we did actually over the last 1 year period, assisted by the Asian Productivity Organization, we tried to develop the productivity improvement within the Industrial Development Board. Our main objective has been to have a benchmark for the public sector service improvement and improvement of the productivity by dissemination of the success story of the IDB productivity improvement project in the future. Especially the Industrial Development Board, we have identified some of the structural and other operational problems, issues. So we wanted to address these issues to improve the productivity through improving the communication links between the stakeholders. For this purpose, we actually identified some of the important stakeholders within the organization, especially the employees. And outside the organization, we identified the customers and the industrialists, those who are getting some services actually from the Industrial Development Board right throughout in the history. We analyze some of the information received through this online reporting system, and we have been able to produce results based on empirical data within very short time period, and that led us to take quicker decisions compared to the history. We hope that this would be a good example for the other public sector organizations in the similar line of service providing, because with a dedicated and qualified, talented set of employees, the public sector organizations need to provide the required and the major objective tasks to the people of the country.
As IDB is the organization that creates and trains the entrepreneurs who are required by the country, it is evident that improving the productivity of the IDB is extremely important to the national production and economy. Service Innovation Project is implemented within the organization in 4 phases. It is more valuable to discuss on the success and the transformation it brought into the organization than analyzing on it. This service innovation directly affected the preparation of the organizational structure that included all the employees of the organization from the chairman of the Industrial Development Board of Ceylon. The service that should be rendered by each employee and each section was identified accordingly. This is a perfect example for the fact that the enhancing the productivity of an organization is a simple task after the identification of who you are and what your duties are. An organization would not be productive unless the employees have a proper understanding of the vision and the mission of the organization, as well as the identification of who they are. Therefore, the collaboration between the Asian Productivity Organization and the National Productivity Secretariat has paid more attention to the vision and mission of the organization. With the implementation of the Service Innovation Project, the IDB has taken steps to display its vision and mission in every section of the organization at places that can be easily read and visible to the employees. At the initial stage of the implementation of the Service Innovation Project, it conducted a survey on the employees. Many employees had stated that there was no liaison between the management and the employees. There was also a huge gap between each section of the organization. Along with the service innovation, a communication network was created with the view of eliminating this gap. Likewise, the Panhinda, the newsletter, was issued with a new turn. This newsletter has been issued for a number of years with the intention of providing the customers with the information on the Industrial Development Board. But now it is issued only for the employees. The newsletter helps the current employees to learn about the projects implemented by different sections of the organization, as well as the decisions taken. With the introduction of the Service Innovation Project, the Industrial Development Board started to adopt a proper result analyzing method such as RBMA. Reports on the way each section as well as each regional office has achieved their objectives are reported every month under this mechanism. The regional offices in particular had performed this task previously by forwarding this information to the head office by post, which resulted in delaying the whole process. Moreover, it should be mentioned that the officers were also quite reluctant to provide the necessary information. However, with the introduction of the Service Innovation Project, the necessary information is provided in the real-time online system. It requires very short time and very little labor. Any section or any regional office can also get to know how the other sections have achieved their targets. This has become a very important measure with regard to the productivity of the organization. The administration forms that should be filled in by the employees at various occasions were also regularized during the transforming era of the IDB, which is under review. Not only 13 forms were changed, but also they were regularized accordingly. The unnecessary questions that appeared in those forms were removed, and some required matters were also included. Employees viewed this transformation as a cure for their headaches, and at the same time, the amount of waste in the organization was also reduced. For example, some forms that took the whole page to print its contents now take only half of the page. It is difficult to quantify the time saved by the employees under the new system. It has become profitable to that extent. With the Service Innovation Project was implemented within the IDB, it conducted 2 surveys on the employees. The first survey, done by providing questionnaires to every employee, revealed a number of information on the organization and employees. As per such information, the newsletter was modernized. In addition, a proper plan was prepared to provide the employees with training. Various programs to foster team spirit were initiated as another result of the survey. Taking steps to reduce the gap between the management and the employees is also important in this regard. The second survey was also a success. The speciality of this survey was the facility to provide answers to the questionnaire online via internet. Survey data analyzed by statistical tools which are available in Google Apps. This second survey confirmed that the project that was implemented by the organization is a success. Only 252 data providers participated in the first survey, and nevertheless, the participation of 345 employees as data providers in the second survey proves the statement made before. Now we can see the main board of the IDB which was there at the organization before the implementation of the Service Innovation Project. It has been changed and modernized now, which is again another outcome of the Service Innovation Project. The beautiful surrounding of the organization also provides another example to that. It is accepted with no argument that this environment has helped to create pleasant feelings in the minds of employees as well as those who come from outside. A number of projects are carried out at present to improve the building facilities of the Industrial Development Board of Ceylon, and new buildings are also being constructed. The Service Innovation Project has helped to expedite the construction work, as that project has also identified the need to improve the building facility of the organization. The construction of new buildings will definitely lead to the expansion of its services. The most dramatic transformation that has occurred in the Industrial Development Board at present is the usage of technology for its activities and for the improvement of efficiency of its services. Increased uses of online facilities are a special feature in this regard. The IDB at present is employing high technology measures. 4 of such methods that are collaborated with special technology used by the institution at present should be mentioned here. Number 1, Tech4 SME. Number 2, SS Gate. Number 3, TechnoNet Asia. And number 4, Industrial Academy. The officers who are holding responsible positions are of the view that the Service Innovation Project has expedited the use of such technical methods and management measures within the organization.
Acting as a key institute of Sri Lankan territory for the development of industrial sector in many various ways. It's something like a pillar to tire concept is there. The basic requirement of our customers means industrialists targeting for the technology and training requirements for upgrade their productions and quality. They are always looking for training opportunities as well as awareness regarding the trends towards the production and marketing. But as an institute, are we capable for catering such requirement? That's the basic problem what we have in my institute.
The computer literacy rate in Sri Lanka at present, where there is a huge revival in every field, is also increasing, and the internet usage is also increasing day by day. The IDB, which considered this favorable trend, is reaping the benefits of expediting the activities of its services. Accordingly, it has decorated and regularized its web page. The number of people who visit this site is increasing day by day. The use of online monitoring ability has expedited the activities of the IDB. With networking of activities of the organization and with the increase in the use of real-time online monitoring, activities have been made quite easy. Activities of the head office and of the 22 regional offices are monitored online now. Due to this facility, the section which previously required 10 employees requires only 2 employees now. And some tasks which needed a couple of days to perform now require only a couple of minutes. Some activities that cost high expenditure before have very low expenses now. Some activities that cost high expenditure before have very low expenses now. The IDB can provide more than enough examples to prove this fact. The information revealed by Mr. Saman Kumara, who is attached to the technical section of the organization, will be adequate in this regard.
මම සමන් කුමාර මම ලංකා කාර්මික සංවර්ධන මණ්ඩලයට බැඳිලා දැන්ට අවුරුදු 5ක් වෙනවා.
I am serving in this organization for about 5 years. I had not seen a single computer before coming here. Even though I saw a computer after coming here, I did not even touch them. The head of my service section made me familiarized with computers for my tasks. He explained the way to distribute the letters received and sent by us via computers. Before this, we used to write and enter information of all the letters we received in a registry. Sometimes some of those letters were misplaced, and sometimes the senders did not receive any reply. My section head, who realized this condition, taught me to scan all the received letters, and then I sent some scanned letters to my section head via internet. He reads them and sends reply letters to the relevant officers via internet. At first I was afraid to do this stuff, but now I understand the convenience the use of this technology has brought.
Not only someone but also a large number of other employees have made their duties more convenient for them with the use of computers and internet. Anyone who intends to get training on its various courses at the IDB can apply to such course from his or her home. By logging on to the IDB website and filling the relevant application form, he or she has the ability to apply to the particular training course. Before this, applications were forwarded by post or by filling the relevant forms by coming to the office in person. And the organization had to wait until the required number of participants to apply, and a date was given to them for that only afterwards. But today, the IDB provides the relevant training even to a single applicant. This has increased the number of applicants who come for training at regional offices. And this has made the way for the increase of income at regional offices also. The IDB has also taken steps to provide customers promptly with the needed information by introducing an easy dialing 4-digit telephone number. Relevant information can be obtained by making a telephone call to this number, which is toll-free. It is a great convenience to the customers. It should be mentioned that by the implementation of activities such as these, the Service Innovation Project has become a reason for the regularization of the service of the Institute. Anyone who is aware of such affairs knows that such activities which were not used for years were expedited with this innovation project. The website has also provided an opportunity for anyone to publish suggestions and critics on the organization and its services. Use of technology for such instances other than its direct application for the progress of the organization is praiseworthy. With the implementation of these activities under the Service Innovation Project for the development of the Industrial Development Board of Ceylon, the other organizations which took part in that process are also highly pleased with it. That is the pleasure of achieving its goals.
The IDB had already commenced a major makeover of itself when this project was initiated. With a new vision, mission, and strategic plan, the IDB was on a transformation journey. the IDB gain an objective insight into management and staff's perception of the organization and barriers to their own performance. Likewise, the project team helped a group of divisions gain a better understanding of client service expectations and satisfaction. That sort of information helps an organization better focus its service and improvement efforts. The IDB is doing just that. I am confident that the new strategies and practices that the IDB has adopted as a result of this demonstration project will help it successfully complete its transformation journey. The demonstration project has been a step forward for the IDB, the NPS, and the APO. We have learned a lot. Clearly a win-win-win.
The IDB is capable of giving more than enough examples, statistics and data for the success of the implemented project. The National Productivity Secretariat that took precedence in this regard can prove that all such things are true and correct. That certification can be taken forward to the national and international levels for public sector enterprises.
By implementing this public sector productivity demo company project, the APO expected to disseminate the successful stories in all over the APO member countries. Good initiatives to enhance the productivity movement in the country. The Sri Lankan government consider IDB as the major government organizations to help SMEs. National Productivity Secretariat believes by developing the SME sector in the country, by implementing productivity movement, we know that we can contribute to the economic development of the country. So we believe by implementing this productivity movement in the IDB, we think that we can initiatives and expect to achieve business expansion, increase profits and customer satisfactions. Finally, I can give the recommendations to the APO that this project has completely successful and the IDB has implementing service innovation practices in their own organizations.